'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer, we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden
Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to Hollis-tics. I'm your host, Hollis-tics, and this is Hollis-tics live, live and light. It's light out. It's summer, and well, it's actually not officially summer yet, as we know, right? The first day of summer is pretty close, though. We are in June 15th. The Ides of June. That's not such a thing. It was the Ides of March, but we are in the middle of June, June 15th. It already does feel like summer, which is nice, and I love that. It's been very nice. Was able to go out to the pool this weekend and enjoy it, and we're gonna get into all that. But again, I am your host, Hollis Mahady, and this is Holistic. If you notice, it's a little bit different around here. You see, I'm experimenting with my backgrounds. I think the green is nice. Now I'm wearing a green colored dress, so I don't know if it blends or if it makes my green not pop as much. We can experiment here. Let's see. I was feeling this one, but then you know what? Let's see how it's like magic around here. Boom. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's all about contrast, right? With your clothes and the colors, and it's about what works together and what doesn't, what clashes. Let's see what else we got here. You guys ready? I shouldn't give it all away. So you use different ones, whatever mood we're feeling. That's the beauty about having your own show. You can do what you want. No one's telling me what to do. So here we go. Magic Hollis. Now we're in the clouds. Ooh. I like the clouds one. The clouds nice because it's just, we're just good vibes are going through the clouds. You know what I'm saying here. I see the clouds and then I don't want to talk. I'm just like, ah. So let's see what else we got. We got some other colors. Hold on. Ooh, that's nice. What do you think? And this is our classic. This is the one that's the most familiar. I do little changes. You got to keep it interesting. You got to make it evolve a little as we go here. I think we'll go back. Oh, I like this one. What do you guys think? This is the classic, right? Not that. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. There's the one I always use. This one's a subtle difference. What do you think? I like that. Little subtle difference. I've been changing my branding up a little bit. As far as I got, you get new hair, color. You got to get some new pictures. So I was previously using one for my photo shoot with my band, but I had my jet black hair and my big blonde. So I am in the transition. And so as I've talked about, but don't worry, any of you guys who are listening. Dan, I know, is listening. I'm not going to get into my hair, but I am on the journey to back to blonde all over because I like blonde. It's my favorite. But I like to experiment as well. And as they say, enjoy the process. You got to enjoy the process if you can. And it's a process with your hair. No pun intended. Okay, so let's see. I like this one. We got to settle on one. Why is it black now? That's not fun. Okay, I think we'll go back to where we started, right? Let's go to the green here. Green is a good color. That's yellowish green there. So here we are. Middle of June. This podcast is just about a little bit about everything. And sometimes I plan what I'm going to say. Like, I have a title. And sometimes I prepare more. Honestly, I didn't prepare that much for tonight. Sometimes I'll grab clips and for some of my previous episodes, grab clips if I'm going to talking about a topic. We did do the comment of the day. I did receive a comment. Maybe I'll pull that one up because I had to laugh because I changed my picture up a little bit here. Let's go over and take a look at it. But before we get into that, let me just say real quick, before I get into the chat rooms, I see some comments there and I'd like to greet everyone. I did take the time today to go in on my Facebook and invite everyone. I created an event and I invited 500 people. I have almost 5,000 friends on there that I almost lost. Remember when I was locked out of the account? But you say friends, but a lot of these people I don't know. I really don't know. We don't know all of our Facebook friends. We obviously must have met them maybe at some point. Maybe that's not true. We didn't meet them. Sometimes people just know you through someone, so they add you. But you're going through your friends. And when I invite people to these shows, you can only choose 500 and have them. I don't even know a lot of these people, but I'm like, maybe they look like they might like Hollis-tics. Probably like, it probably just ends up in their spam. People don't really see it, but you got to do what you got to do. So I try to go on and let people know that we're here and we have a growing community. I see 9 eyeballs up there already. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We are broadcasting on the Facebook, on the Rumble, on the YouTube, on the Twitter. I still say Twitter. I mean X. Who says Twitter still? We're on X. X. And we are on, what did I forget? Instagram? I think I said that. But all of those, we are on live broadcasting. So if you are any of those places and you want to chat, sometimes I see the chat. I don't always see the chat from Instagram, unfortunately. So if you ever do put a comment, I feel bad. Don't think I'm ever ignoring you. Most likely I didn't see it. The best places to really chat, I usually always see the YouTube and I always see Rumble. For some reason, I think it goes through there. I'm not sure. Maybe that's wrong. But sometimes I see the comments and I don't see them till after. And that's a bummer because I like when I see chatters and comments in there. Because you never know then where the conversation goes. Sparks a comment, someone asks a question, and then it goes in a different direction. And that's kind of what Hollis-tics is. As I said tonight, I didn't really plan too much. Just getting into the housekeeping though. I did, like I said, a couple new promos. And I've told you guys about this, and you know because some of you guys who tune in frequently or more consistently, I was doing it 5 nights a week. And what was happening is just I was playing catch up because as much as it's great to do a show every night, you have to be able to promote it and let people know what's happening too. Because without doing that, then people don't really know, and you have to promote it and try to say, hey, I'm doing a show, come on in, blah, blah, blah. And it just became too much. And that's what happened where I just started playing replays and I wasn't being very consistent. So I just was falling behind. So a big announcement. What I've decided to do is, because I'm a big believer in quality over quantity, and I've said this before, instead of just trying to just keep playing replays or maybe I'll do a live one tonight, I've just cut back. I'm going to be doing Monday, which is tonight, Wednesday and Friday live. So I will be here live those nights. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not going to be live. I don't even know. I might play a replay. I might not. But it was just getting too much as I want to do it. Like I said, the tune can change, get some help, get a sponsor, get a advertiser, get some money where I could have someone do this whole other side of this that I have to also do, which is promote it, set up these events, send people. Like all this stuff is what is the part that I don't like. But I mean, that's the part that you have to do. This part is the fun part. As I always say, if I could just show up, just someone else there, hey, push play, go. You know me, I can talk forever. I'll just talk, and then boom, someone else could do all that. But as most independent people know, and artists and creatives and stuff, it's not the way it is. You don't, unless you're lucky, you have a big team behind you doing everything. Otherwise, you're doing pretty much a majority of it yourself. In my case, I do almost everything myself. Dan helps when he can. But that's the problem. So there you go. So until that happens, we're going to work on that. We're going to get those sponsors. We're going to get those systems in place. Until that happens, I will be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live. So there you go. That's kind of the boring stuff there. Is that boring? Not to me. But so it for that reason, I made some new promos and I put a new picture up there and all that stuff. And if you guys see up here, again, just a little housekeeping in the beginning of the show, there's the QR code. If you want to join the community, if you're interested, I changed my Buy Me a Coffee around a little bit. There's a copy now of Love Zombies Land, my new book that I was started talking about on Friday. And today I got the proof, the second proof, and it's all right. So that means when I mean it's all right, but it's all correct. So the picture is in the middle, the spine is better, and it's ready to hit publish on Amazon. So very soon, like tomorrow, I'm going to start putting that, and we're going to see when that's going to come. Just so excited about it. And I didn't even realize, well, I did. I knew I ordered a couple more, but they had sent me a few more that I ordered, like 4 in total. And these 3 are the not for resale ones, the ones that are still a little, not messed up, just the picture's not in the center. But these are still good too to have. So now it's just becoming so much more real. And because of that, that's what I had earlier. I had on my Love Zombies sunglasses, my Lolly the Love Zombie. She's inspired by a lot of my ideas and things. Well, obviously, she was inspired. I was inspired. She was inspired. We were inspired together. And we both have sunglasses like this. These are the Love Zombies sunglasses. People say, "Oh, you're looking through everything through your rosy colored shades or whatever, seeing it." What's wrong with that? We need some sunglasses on. Sometimes, like, oh man, just see it through things through a different freaking lens in this world. Sometimes put on the hard glasses. Huh. Do you see? I live in some say, a dream world. Could it really exist? Could love is the simple answers, right? Oh, it's just too simple. Sometimes the simplest answers, you think. It's all pretty simple, but us humans, we make it so complicated. So, so, so complicated. Oh, but Lolly, the love zombie, um, excuse me, she feels it. She's living the high life up there on Love Zombies Land. I mean, they're teleporting. They are, um, flying around space. They're having so much fun. They're constantly loving each other. They're, meditating. They're having game, all this great stuff. To be tasked with having to come to Earth. But why was she picked? You'll have to read the book to find out. Yes. Love Zombies Land. Out now. Exclusively at hollismighty.com. But the physical editions will be up hopefully by the end of this week. It could be tomorrow. It just depends on how long it takes for them to say yes. I don't know. This is my first time I've ever done it. So very exciting. Very exciting. But there you go. So let's see. What else, guys? We're going to go over into the comments in a minute here. But just to reiterate, is that the word? Reiterate the subjects I was saying, the subjects I was talking about. The subject I was talking about. Oh, here's the thing I made, the new promo I made, the picture I made. And then I'll tell you that someone commented on this picture. So let me see. I'm going to play it. This is a new little Buy Me a Coffee commercial because I said it's not just about Buy Me a Coffee. It's about joining a community. And up on that community, that's where I share music and Love Zombies Land, the book, and some other things. And I want to get other people involved in maybe sharing their stuff because it's not just, I don't want it just to be like me. Like I said, my last episode was, we live in the world of me, self-promotion. And I don't always be like, hi, buy my album, buy my book. Hi, I'm Hollis. It's just ew. I just feel like everyone does that and no one listens to each other. It's like, yeah, this show is called Hollis-tics. So I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about the stuff I do. But at the same time, we have guests come on and stuff. I want to promote their stuff. But, you want people who also are interested in what you're doing. And you guys have everyone's kind of connected and you know what I mean? You don't ever not connected, but yes, connected, but interested. And then, we share each other's stuff and we help each other. We do that here. So that's really on the Buy Me a Coffee. Again, same thing. Books people recommend, artists people recommend, like people who are, alive. And that's what we do here. That's what we're doing. So I don't know. On Buy Me a Coffee, I have to see. I would thought like a cool group forum or something where there's, we have the chat here, but a place where people can post other articles and things too and all that. Because right now on Buy Me a Coffee, if you look, there's different posts. And if you join, you have to join the thing to be able to get the exclusive content. Because if you look at it and you're not a member of it, I think it just blocked. It just says like exclusive or join to see it or whatever. But there's so much stuff up there that I've already put up there. But that would be really cool. And I don't know if they have the capability of that on Buy Me a Coffee. I don't think so, but maybe I could get on my website or something. But like a forum where people could we could post different things. Because right now, like I was saying, there's posts where if I post a picture or if I post, a book or whatever, you can comment below. But I think it would be cool to find a way so we could connect with each other on there. But it's all in the works. So anyway, building a community, all that good stuff. So should I show you the picture first or should I say hi to the chat room? I think we should say hi to the chat room first. All right, let's see. Hello. Hello. Muskill Chris is in the house. Chris, I haven't talked to you and I meant to email this to you because I'm going to be sending you a copy of this, but you're on to Buy Me a Coffee so you could read it. And I mentioned you the other night because you were the one. Can you believe it? I don't know how long you've been in the chat room. Do you see it? It was only like a month and a half ago. Remember I was saying about the AI and I couldn't get the consistent character, and I'll have to talk to you in private because I've already talked about it on the other podcast. I don't want to bore everybody with the same thing again, but I got the character consistent finally. And that's what I've been working on the last couple weeks. Boom, 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 boom. I just wanted to get it done, that I was on a roll. So it's alive now. It's alive. So And that's the thing. If you are on the Buy Me a Coffee, and all of you guys are, I think even if you've donated once, you should be able to get this. And if you want a copy and you can't get access to it, let me know. I'll send it to you because everybody in here has always been so supportive, and you've all helped me and donated one at some point. So just don't you don't have to buy it or anything. I will send it to you, but you should be able to get onto the Buy Me a Coffee, and it's there as a post, so you could download the digital down. It's just a digital download, but with that, you could also go in and you can scan. How about this? Wait, I disappear. Is this the green screen here? Hold on. The download code. The digital thing. You can't see it. It's just you know what I mean. It's like the code right on the screen there. But it'll take you to Love Zombies Land, a little world with the bonus soundtrack and other things. Very excited. Okay, so Chris, hello again. I hope you're doing okay over there. Always thinking about you, Chris. Maga Dirt Bikers in the house. Joe, good evening, Hollis. I'm on my lunch break at work. Wow, at lunch. So you're there pretty late. So what time do you start? So you're dinner. You must start at. Let me know what time you start. Lunch work. So I'll be here for a few hours. So I'll be listening to the show and I'll be throwing in a chat line here and there. All right. We will be on the lookout for your comment. But no worries. Don't get in trouble. Just listen. Pretend you're like, who are you listening to? Who's that girl? Hollis-tics. What are you listening to, Joe? MAGA Institute's in the house. He says, holy guacamole. Don't get, oh no. You say that and then I want it. I love guacamole. Anybody like guacamole out there? And avocado. Love it, love it, love it. I like to put pineapple in mine. That's kind of weird, but I do like it. I had it once at a restaurant. I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea. And I'll put it in mine. It's really good. It's good without it too. You don't need that. But once in a while, you spice it up. Oh, thank you. Aw, thank you, Timothy. I say X, but I still say tweet. Yeah, I always still say Twitter. Always. XX. Aw. Aw, thanks, Chris. Is excited for the book? I'll be ordering one. Aw. Well, like I said, you could get the digital copy for online for the Buy Me a Coffee. So that's so cool. Hello, Shannon's in the house. White noise. Hi, girl. Hey, girl. How are ya? It's good to see you. Well, I can't really see you, but you can see me. Hello, everybody says. Says my Jim Sims in the house. Jim Sims says, oh, Hollis. That's me. Hollis. Hope all is well. I'm good. Thank you, Jim. I hope all is well with you too. Oh, yes. Yes, Chris. And remember, guys, Must Kill Chris is in the house. If you guys don't have his new album, Weird Pastry, hold on. I don't have the album, but Chris, I had to go and delete a lot of my pictures because in StreamYard, you can't you can only have up to 20 images. Wait, I know I kept you. Gosh, I thought I did. I purposely didn't delete your picture. I had to delete some of them. Oh, no, I still have your video. I had to delete some of them because they only let you have 20 pictures. And so they add up quick. But anyway, I'll have to get you back there because I was going to tell you I didn't delete you purposely. I kept you up there, but now it's gone. Damn it. Okay, but you guys, Must Kill Chris his album Weird Pastry is up and out. It's out everywhere on all platforms, but Bandcamp is the best place to get it. So Bandcamp, Must Kill Chris, his new album is out. And yes, I've listened to a little bit. I haven't had the time to listen to the whole thing because I want to enjoy it, not be scrambling around. I just want to sit down. I want to listen to the lyrics and all that, but I'm looking forward to it. And I saw it and I've wanted to support, of course. Yay. Chris says amazing. So happy got that done. So yes, guys, go and check out Must Kill Chris. He was on here. God, when was that already? Was that a month ago? Probably already. Time goes so fast. He was on here. We did a whole interview. It's up on it's on the Rumble. It's everywhere. It's in the library there. If you want to go check out our interview. He talked all about it. His beautiful song, The Sunny Window, was out that day. May 15th. Was that it? Oh my gosh, a month ago. Yeah, because today's June 15th. Yes. And plenty more. So I can't wait to discover the rest of the album and listen to it. But I have it on my playlist. Yes, Joe started at 3, okay, and working till 11:30. That's kind of like that shift if I had to work one. I'm such a night owl, but I have tried the graveyard shift once or twice when I worked in a casino. That was kind of weird. That's you start at midnight and then you go until 7. I only did that a couple of times. I'm such a late night bird that The 3 o'clock shift is kind of a good one, 3 to 11:30. I don't know. Do you usually work that one, Joe? I don't know. It's just, and then if there's real early, like you hate getting up early. Not everybody. Some people love it. Some people are those morning birds. Those early bird catches the worm. Um, those morning people who can do that. But yeah, and you get up early and you do it, and you're all done by 4. And your whole day's done, and you're good. So that's a good feeling too. Like I said, I'm a weird creative, and I work from home a lot of times. I used to work at a bar. I've always been a late night person. So trying. I think I've been saying that for about 100 years over here. I'm gonna try to be a morning person. I mean, I don't know. What is it? I guess what does it really matter? You're still up the same amount of time. I get a lot done during the night. Some people are different. I spring to life during the night. In the night, it's just like, oh, 2 a.m. It's still early for me. Boom, boom, boom. Still doing my thing. Sometimes I go to bed at 5, 6 in the morning. But it's not great. I don't know. I'm trying to get off that schedule. But, you know, I don't know. Everybody's different. It's a different schedule every day because we have a client in the house. Okay, so it's different. Let's see. Just seeing, make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay. Jim is a early bird. Oh my gosh, really early. Your workout's done at 4:30. So what I ask is, yeah, that's the thing. I guess with the morning, you really do look good, ready to get everything done. But tell me, what time you go to bed then? Because that's one of those things. It's like I need 8 hours. Some people are just like pop up after 5 hours. Oh, I didn't get much sleep. 4 hours. I don't know. I could probably do it, but like I have such a hard time getting up if I don't get like a decent amount, like 8 hours. If I don't, I mean maybe 6 hours, but like yeah, I don't know. What do you guys? We have more. I should do my poll. I had a poll in here where he's like, more night owls or early birds? I don't know. What do you think? I think more people, well, most people probably have to be early birds more because I think, I don't know, maybe more people have that more 9 to 5 that you have to be up super early. So then if you want to do something in the morning, go to the gym or something, you get up really early. So you got to go to bed at like 8 or 9. I don't know. It's just one of those lifestyle things. So I was talking about the new um, promo I made. Here we go. I'll play this real quick.
You're watching Hollis-tics, hosted by Hollis Mahady. Be sure to visit hollismahady.com and join our email list to stay updated on upcoming shows, special events, new music, books, podcasts, and creative projects. And if you're looking for a community of like-minded people who value authentic human connection, meaningful conversations, creativity, music, art, and personal growth, join us at buymeacoffee.com/hollismahady. Together, we're building a growing community focused on preserving what matters most. Real people, real conversations, and genuine connection.
And there you have it. I want to say a big cheers to everyone and a big cheers to Joe, to everybody out there. Happy summer. Besides that, happy weather, but happy life. Happy, what's today? It's June 15th. Today's Monday. I lose track of the days when you live in front of the freaking computer. It just all blurs together. But yeah, happy Monday, everybody. You got through the Monday. Or Joe's getting through it. He's still at work. But we're alive, we're happy. And a big thank you to Joe for that coffee. Okay, this looks pretty gross. And I've been having a bad habit. I've been getting these. They're like these Oreo like culotta. There's already so much sugar in them. I didn't really eat anything today. So I'm like, okay, I'll have the calories. They're bad, but they're actually pretty tasty. So thank you, Joe, and everybody who bought me coffee in the thing over there. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it all helps because it helps pay the bills and keep the lights on for the StreamYard. But as I said, I always want to give something back and give value. So there you go. So I'm adding more things up there. And thank you. This is very sweet though. That's the only thing. I guess they all are kind of. I don't know, experiments. Some Dunkin' Donuts are better than others. What do you guys like? What else is there? Krispy Kreme. We have a Krispy Kreme here actually. I found one. It's like it's not that far from us actually. But Dunkin' Donuts, they used to be better, I thought, but it's hit or miss. So I'm going to have a sip. You guys, please, everyone, please, whatever you're drinking. Hey, maybe it's not a colada. Maybe you're having a wine. Maybe you're having a beer. Maybe you're having a club soda. Maybe you're having an iced tea or water, a tap water. Or a filtered water, whatever it may. Cheers. This is Hollis-tics. I'll play a little thing while I take a sip. Drink your drink. Let's go. Everybody do it now. Good. Maybe you're eating. That goes on and on. Everybody, let's go. Bring it down. Oh, that was pretty long. The thing is, sometimes I don't know if you could hear me talking over that. 'Cause sometimes when I play the applause and then it doesn't, you can't hear it. Yeah. Here's the sunglasses there. So that's the part where we all drink our drink. Maybe you're eating something. And if you don't have a drink, that's okay too. But back over in the chat room here, let's see what's going on. White noise. Aw. Okay, so Jim, now we know that Tim is an early bird. Chris is definitely a night owl. Yeah. You wouldn't be watching this if you aren't, right? Because you're 8, 9, 10, 11. It's like 12:30 there already. Because you're 5 hours ahead, right? Yeah. What is it, Chris? What do you think? Have you always been like that? What about Shannon? Are you a night owl or early bird? Early bird catches the worm, guys. Oh. Be trying pineapple and avocado. Yeah, try it sometimes. At some time, I went to, it was called Tolteca in Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre. It was one of Dan's favorite Mexican restaurants, and in like Pennsylvania. And we went there, and they come over with the big guacamole bowl and all their stuff, and they push over. Like, do you want? They make it for you fresh right there. You could order like a big bowl of it, so they do it all there, and you could put what you want in there. You could ask them. They put pumpkin seeds on it too, which sounds kind of weird. You don't have to get that. You could say what you want. But because, traditional guacamole, I don't think, it doesn't really have that. I think some like tomato. But yeah, they threw pineapple in there and these it was so good. And it comes in that big stone bowl. I actually have one as well. But I get scared sometimes to use it because that's like 100 pounds. If you ever drop that on your foot, you could break your foot probably. But anyway, I have that I saw it once at Martin's in Maine. It was I don't know, $15 or something. But it looks like a really nice, authentic guacamole bowl. I'm like, I'm going to get this and make guacamole this summer. And I did, but now I'm scared to use the bowl. No, I use it. I'm just kidding. But literally, it's so heavy. I'm like, oh my gosh, if you ever drop this on your foot, I shouldn't manifest that, will that into existence. It's not going to happen. All I'm saying, be cautious. If you have guacamole, I'm not really sure the point of the stone bowl. What is the point of it, really? Is it just so it looks nicer? Or is it does it make it better? I don't know. There you go. What's your favorite summer food, guys? I love barbecue. Oh, it's one of my favorite. Hello, Jason's in the house. Hi, Jason. Joe goes to bed whenever time allows. Never a set schedule. Yeah, that's good. That business. Yes. Aw. He never did. Oh, okay. So Shannon's a night owl. Yeah, that drink theme is fun. Everyone, choose your poison, and we'll play the song, and we'll just have a drink or a bite. I remember that song. That's when you hit the chipmunk. Oh yeah, the voice, the helium voice. I got one in my earlier show. I got stuck on the helium voice. That's the song. It's on my button here. Avocados are so good. I love avocados. That's one thing. Some people love them, or obviously like anything, some people love or hate them. I don't know. They don't have that much taste, I don't think. But I love them. I guess it's the texture. I love a nice avocado toast. Come on. They were on sale the other day for 60 cents. That was a good bargain for avocados. They're like bananas though. You gotta wait if they're ripe or whatever, and then they go bad so quick. So I did read that if you put a little lime, or it might be lemon. I don't know if it's either, but if you put a little lime or lemon, I think it's lemon, on your avocado, it keeps longer. I don't know. That's what I heard. Yes. Okay. Oh, Aaron said, good. Aaron's in the house. Aaron says, we can hear you over the theme. Okay, good. That's good to know. Because it's, I've played the applause. I feel sometimes you can't hear it. But that's good to know. Ooh, We always get it back into to food here. Yeah, love barbecue. Sucks living in Brooklyn. Why they don't have any good barbecue in Brooklyn? I was mentioning that the other day when I used to live in New York. Do you remember the Dallas barbecue? I know it was a chain, but when I was younger, when I first lived in New York, I was like, I love this place. They had those big like margaritas or frozen drinks and huge portions of barbecue. It was a chain, but I remember I was like, this is so good. I don't like worms. Early birds could have them. Okay, so yeah. Oh, Aaron, you're more. I know, Aaron, you have to get up early for your job, but I think you're more of a night owl, probably. If you could be all the time, you would be. Yes. Okay. So good. So now we know. Getting to know everybody's preferences here. But yes. So again, not just talk all about myself and the book and everything, but yes, that's coming out. Oh, and then I was gonna say back to that the media asset over here, the picture I had put up or the comment of the day. It wasn't really a mean comment, but I just was like, oh, that's what someone took of that picture. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay. YouTube. Actually, guys, you know what I'm going to do real quick? If you don't mind, we're going to take a quick break, watch this little commercial, because after that big buy me a coffee, I know it's early, but sometimes you have to tinkle. Okay, so here we go. Watch this. I get a minute and 52 seconds, and then we will talk about the comment, and then we'll get into the show more. I mean, we're in the show, but what is the name of the title? I said busy, busy, busy. We talk about this. We'll just see where it goes tonight. I didn't really plan too much, but it's just nice to be here talking to everybody and just talking in general. So I will be right back after this quick promo. 1 minute and 52 seconds. See you soon.
Hey guys, have you noticed it too? The world is changing fast. Technology, AI, social media, endless scrolling. Sometimes it feels like we're all trying to keep up while wondering what we've lost along the way. The world is changing. This isn't about resisting the change, and it's not about living in the past. It's about bringing the best of what makes us human with us into the future. Authentic human connection, meaningful conversations, creativity, community, kindness, being human. I'm Hollis, and I don't claim to have all the answers, but like you, I'm simply navigating this changing world one day at a time. And that's why I created this community. It's a place for real conversations, shared experiences, curiosity, creativity, and connection. It's a place where like-minded people can come together and remember what matters most. In a world filled with self-promotion, this community isn't just about me. It's about us. So as my contribution, I'll share things that I do create. Music, podcasts, stories, creative projects, special events I'm thinking about having, and a complimentary digital copy of Love Zombies Land, a story for kids, but a reminder for adults too. But the real value here isn't just the content. It's the community we're building together. And if that sounds like something you've been looking for, I'd love to have you join us. The world is changing, guys, but let's bring the best of what makes us human with us. If you're interested or thinking about joining, head over to buymeacoffee.com/Hollis Mahady and check it out.
All right, and we're back. I made it in the nick of time. Actually, I was here pretty quickly. I was pulling up the comment. Remember we did the comments of the day? Well, the thing was, here, I'll do it. I still have it up here. I kind of got out of doing it because I wasn't getting that many comments. And I mean, I get nice supportive comments. So, but it's just once in a while, I guess it's not searching for comments, but if you get something that you're like, oh, maybe I'll talk about it. We'll bring it up. Here it is. Comment of the day. Well, I'm trying to find the comment here. This is when I say Hollis I'm the board op here. Hollis, can you pull that up? Just give me a second here. Let me share the screen. This part I don't like. I'm getting better at it though. Here it is. This used to take me a lot longer. Now I just got to add it to stage. There it is. So yeah. So like when I say I'm always behind the computer, I took some time. I'm updating all the stuff. You update it somewhere. You update like pictures and things one place, and you kind of have to do it everywhere so it stays consistent with the brand. Oh my gosh. But I don't know. I think was it on this one? Yeah. I don't know if there's a
Hollis-tics live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
There you go. That was the comment. Someone had put, and I replied something nice to them, but they said, you can't really see it. Can you see it? It says, I said, why? Someone said, why are you looking like you want to hurt people? Like, I guess this picture. At first, I was like, what? And then I looked at it. I'm like, I actually kind of laughed when he said that. I'm like, do I look scary? I don't know. But I just replied to him and said, laugh a lot. I was going for the deep in thought. I promise no one gets hurt on the show. So there you go. There's the comment of the day. I don't know. But then I also I had an alternative version of me smiling. So I was alternating between that one and that one. But like I said, that's the thing. You get comments that, I don't know. You can't please everyone. I think we talked about that very back in the beginning. It's like, you want to be a people pleaser. Oh, someone doesn't like it, this one, I better change that. What do they think? You go crazy doing that. It was just, I took that picture last week. After I got my hair done, I was trying to see my colors and I was like, that's kind of a nice picture. So I'll throw that out there, which change things up a bit, And I like I said, I like changing things up, just like I like changing my hair. But the problem is when you change them up, you don't have to, but I like things to kind of look uniform and be the same everywhere. So I'm like, oh, then I have to go on Instagram and change it. Then you have to go here. And it's like, the hours just add up. And there you have it. Yeah, the colada gets kind of gross at the bottom of it. So I'm going to switch over to water. Water is better for you than a sugary drink like that anyway. But yeah, there you go. So what else was I going to say? Here we go. Back over to the comments. What do you guys? You think I looked scary in that one? In that picture? No. Okay, let me add me. I'm going to take that away. I don't want to close. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, there I'm back. Oh, but I lost my background. Oh, you like the green background, right? Okay. Okay. There we go. Back. There we go. There's the QR code. There's my little tinkle paw. And what else was I going to say? So this weekend, what did everyone do this weekend? Let me know if you had anything exciting going on. Well, I'm thinking back of the weekend of what I did actually. And Saturday, I spent the day at the pool. It was so nice here. Finally, it feels like you're in a resort. This pool is so nice. It's so cool. I love that. I got a little bit of sun, went out there. And then Saturday night, I went to a movie and we saw, I wonder if anyone else saw this, Disclosure Day. Whoa, that was freaky. Oh my gosh, you guys want to get into that? We can get into that. Okay, let's talk about aliens. No, I did have an episode where I talked a lot about this. Do you believe in aliens? And I totally forgot to mention it, that I didn't realize that movie was coming out because the week before I saw a scary movie in the theater and there was a preview for Disclosure Day. And I was like, oh, what's that coming? Because they keep talking about disclosure. And on my episode of Hollis-tics, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, Do You Believe in Aliens? I was talking about David Wilcock David Wilcock in the book, the books. I was a big fan of his books since 10, 15 years ago, a long time ago. And he was, missing. He's not missing. He died. I mean, I'm not allowed to say it, right? Unalived. But he's always talking about the disclosures coming, the disclosure, and all these scientists going missing, and all these people who are studying anti-gravity, and all these forbidden technologies and all this stuff. And now here's Spielberg with a movie called Disclosure Day, and it's a good movie. I'd like to see it again. Yeah, I don't know. Did anyone else see it? I probably not. I mean, we want to play the trailer. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't even know this movie was coming out until I just saw it for a preview from last week when I went to see another movie. But damn, I mean, if that's, they do say that Hollywood sometimes will show you these movies that are made. I'm going to get real deep into this stuff. I don't know. The CIA and all that has their hands in Hollywood, and they put stuff in the movies that is really happening, or they have to tell you what they're doing while they're doing it. And there's a lot of things maybe I don't get into too deep here on Hollis-tics. I don't get political or too much, but at the same time, this is who I am, and that I like talking about this stuff. You don't have to listen. You could tune out if it's not your cup of tea. But I mean, when we talk about it now, what if that stuff is real? I'd like to get other people's input. What do you think? Are there aliens out there? Is there other life out there? I mean, this is a big, vast universe. To think that there's just life on Earth. I mean, there's even in the ocean. I know we're on Earth, but when you think about under the sea, we were talking about that Friday night, right? Under the sea, darling, it's better when it's wetter. Take it from me, Sebastian, the lobster. He was singing that, but I mean, I know that's still on Earth, the ocean. But when you think about like just the whole world underneath, I mean, the seas could be very scary. It's so scary, sharks and all that stuff. But like all the coral and all the fish. I mean, how many kinds of fish are there out there? There's so many that you like these little creatures that are so weird that you've never seen. You don't really ever think about until you like maybe go to a museum or an aquarium where you see all this stuff, but it's pretty fascinating. I mean, and also like all the animals on the world, like when you think about the rainforest, like right now there's all these animals everywhere. Like a safari and zebras, like all the Antarctica right now. Like I just think that's crazy when you start thinking about it. Like we like exist in our world, we're here. I'm Hollis doing a podcast, whoever's there with, so, you're working. Some person's in freaking Kentucky, some person's in California, one person's in New York. But then you think about it at the same time, same thing with England, it's over there, but we're all like, but it's all happening, but different, experiences of it. Like there's gorillas right now. There's gorillas like dancing around in the forest right now. The forest, the gym. I'm losing it. I think there's something in that coffee, Joel. What'd you put in that coffee? Um, I think you know what I'm saying though. So my point is saying like all these other universes and freaking planets and like there's not other alien life out there. But yeah, I mean the movie was pretty freaky at the end and everything. So maybe we'll play the trailer for it. Because I'm probably just babbling on. What was your impression of the movie? Well, I mean, based on stuff that I go into, not on this show, and Ocean, obviously we didn't do it yet, but everything I've always been into, some people call it conspiracy theories, whatever, tinfoil hat. I mean, I've always read under like weird thing, like what's really going on. So based off of that, I feel like my impression of the movie, where do they come up with these ideas? I feel like it's definitely there's a lot we don't know. And especially with what's being disclosed at the moment in the world, I don't know enough. Like I haven't read enough details, but the fact that they're saying that these things are real and everything, and it's starting to come out and like things are being leaked and not even leaked, just being released, that I think they're preparing for people for something. Now, it even says in the movie, the whole thing about it is like the reason I don't want to give it away, so I won't give it away. But, it's about the battle of, I don't think I'll give it away. I mean, we can watch the trailer, but like, should people be able to know if there is other life form out there? Is that going to change your vision of the world, of God and all that stuff? Or should you not know? And I mean, that's kind of the whole thing, like the people trying to protect, not getting it out because they think they're, protecting people, or then there's people fighting to get it out because people have a right to know. So that's kind of the whole thing of it. So I feel like I think it was loosely based on truth. Is that the way, or am I saying it the wrong way? Loosely based on fiction. No, I think it's like loosely based on the truth, and I don't know. I get a little silent because it's a lot to think about. Did you guys know about this movie? Did you hear about it before I said anything? Because I didn't see like loads of commercials for it or anything. Let me see if I could find it. But apparently it's doing good at the box office. Here, let's see. Disclosure. I'm gonna look it up. Disclosure. I think Disclosure Day is called. Trailer. Let's put the trailer up. I would see it again for sure. It was pretty cool. I would like to see it again. But you know what? You like I said, you're talking to someone here who like I said, even just I wrote my book. There's a teleportation. I believe there's that kind of stuff, because now you could get really into old civilizations like Lemuria and Atlantis, and they say that in Atlantis and stuff, that they had these technologies. They talk about forbidden technologies. I don't know if forbidden back then, but now you hear that. Even David Wilcox, that's what he's saying. There's these ancient forbidden technologies, Tesla, all this stuff that certain people don't want us to know about. Is there technology that could give us free energy? Yeah, I think there is, definitely. But there's people who don't want that because then they lose their money. They ripping everyone off and having them pay so much when there's such thing as free energy. I think there's a cure for cancer when there's all the, but that's hidden. It doesn't because the people want to make money from it. So everyone suffers. Same thing with pharma, all that stuff. My gosh. So, I mean, I definitely think the power of the mind, meditate. And they also say, we don't use half of our, not even half. I think it's like less than our brain. Like there's only a little part we use. You hear that, right? You only use like 5% of your brain, or maybe it's even less. There's a whole part of your brain that is not activated. And that's like in this movie, there's certain parts that they're activated all of a sudden. She could be speaking all these languages and, it's pretty cool. So I've always believed in that kind of stuff. And that, that's what I say in the book, right? Like, not even in the book, but just our true human potential. We're so much bigger than we're allowed to believe. I mean, I truly believe that we're connected. I believe we are God. I believe that we're all part of it. We're powerful people. That they say the mind. I get into this stuff a lot, obviously. So the mind, the manifestation, like all that stuff, we're very powerful. And you can like concentrate, but we're stripped of our power. We're not supposed to know these things. And then in this movie, it's showing some of the tools and the people who are in charge are using these things, to control the world, and so let's play it here. I'll shut up and we'll play it. Aaron says, if you want to hide an interstellar spacecraft from our civilization, then in the ocean or the dark side of the moon. Isn't that great? The dark side of the moon in the ocean too. Yeah. The Mariana Trench. Isn't that like the deepest part of the ocean? You could hide it down there. Then you might never find it. Well, the dark side of the moon. I mean, when I hear that, of course, I think Pink Floyd because of that. But I don't know that much more about the dark side of the moon. Let me know. Enlighten me. Look it up. We can look it up. Where is the dark side of the moon? It's on the other side of the moon. It's on the opposite of the light side. Okay, I'm going to shut up and let's play this thing here. Official trailer. Here we go. It's 2 minutes. Yeah, it was really good. I'd like to see it again, actually. I would definitely go to see it again. Maybe not in the theater, but hold on.
What did you steal?
Wait, hold on. I want to get it from the beginning here. Here we go.
What did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
No.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
Do you understand what she's saying?
I hear it's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can.
What's happening to me?
People are starved for the truth. I'm a part of it now. I'm just sorry they made you a part of it too.
Hello, Jane. Please. Have a seat.
This 79-year terror campaign of lies has to end.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world.
That truth will upend all established order across the entire world. If you do this, there's no undoing it.
would they do this?
When the time is right, everything will become clear.
Whatever happens,
Don't you let it go.
And there you have it. Okay, hold on, I'm going to pause this. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's see. Remove that. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Address for business puts your privacy at risk. At
Sorry,
iPostal
guys.
One, we can help.
Skip. Pause. What's this? What comes next? The penguin exhibit. Aquarium. How cute. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there you go. That's yeah. Chris, it just came out. So I mean, I would think it'd be out in the UK too, right? I want to see this. Forgot it was out. Yeah, I think it just came out Friday or Saturday. It's recently just came out. But yeah, it was good. I would you guys would like it. I would see it again for sure. I like to go. It was kind of crazy going because we have a movie theater right across the street, literally from our house. There's a big mall. It's called the South Park Mall, and it's right across the street. And we've seen a few movies there. And we went to an 8:00 movie. We're usually very late night people. I'll go to like 11:00 movie usually, and there's no one there. So I'm like, oh, we could take the whole place. But this one was packed. I'm like, oh, there was people sitting. I was happy to see that people are out and going to movies and stuff. Because for a while you were thinking, oh my God, movie theaters are becoming obsolete. Like I would go to a movie and there'd be nobody there. I'm like, how are these places going to survive if nobody's in there? So I was actually happily surprised. And the movie we went to last week too, it was people in there. So, but then people are sitting next to you, and then of course, hey, when we go to the movies, it's a treat. We get the large popcorn and large soda each, and I'm sure whether you wait so many previews, I'm like half done with half the popcorn already, and the drink is gone, and I'm like, oh, no, I have to pee, and then you have to like crawl out of the thing where and pass other people during the movie. I hate that. That's why when people ask, what do you like on a plane? Do you like an aisle or a window? Window is good because you could like put your head and try to sleep. But I like the aisle because I hate when I have to pee and have to crawl out in front of everyone, So there you go. What do you guys think? But yeah, movie popcorn and soda is one of the best. It's one of my treats of life. I like, you got to get the whole experience. And yeah, so it was good. But then when I went to the bathroom and then we like went back in and there was another row there in the middle. So we didn't go back to our seats. That was like empty because it was a handicap row, but there's no one in there, like there's bigger, than we were down lower. So yeah, it was good. I would definitely recommend it. But I mean, and Joe says, I see this love. Yeah, I know. Me too. Love going to the movies. Joe said, I think I'd rather not know. If some alien zaps me and I end up turning into a bottle of Pepto-Bismol, I'm better off not knowing. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. It's like, with anything, do you really have to know? Like, there could be a panic. Like, if all of a sudden, because if something, for the longest time, you watch movies, and you're like, oh, that's just a bunch of science fiction. I mean, that's what it is, right? That's why it's just like, oh, it's okay, don't be scared. That can't really happen. And so it really would rock the whole world if, and things are coming out that there's proof of that and everything. But to just come out with that, like, this is the whole premises of the movie. You'll have to see it. But would you rather not know? Should we know? Are you alone in the world? Like, I think that's the thing. If they're, the thing is, I don't believe that the government and they have our best interest at heart at all. Please, to put it lightly. So it's like, if they really were protecting for the people's own good, I mean, that's one thing, but I don't trust them. I don't believe that. So, but it's the same thing. If they're holding back cures for cancer and they're holding back free energy that could help it heal the world and make the world so much better for so many more people, just because they're greedy and they don't want everyone else to know the magic and the good things about the universe, and they're just trying to hoard the cures for themselves and the elite and like so they can live to like 150 and all of us are just have to die because like of the poison and everything, and we have no access to the cures that they're hoarding. They don't tell us the good stuff, so I don't know, like, what are they really holding back? But again, what if that movie is not fake. And it's just like, that's really happening, you know? And now with AI and stuff, I mean, it's a crazy time. I've heard a lot of things that they could be planning with AI, and you won't even know what's real and illusion anymore. We're in a really crazy time. It gets deep. It gets deep. Yes, yeah, there you go, White Noise. Project Bluebeam. We got to get Dan on the show. Dan knows a lot. Like, that's what we're going to do. You're going to like our Ocean to Ocean show. I keep saying it. It truly is coming very soon because we get into this. And I kind of sound, I don't want to say I call myself, I call myself a dummy or anything. No, I mean, I know a lot, but I don't have enough details to be like, yes, and Roswell, 1980, they did this. But, you know, I know enough of bits and pieces, but I don't want to be like, I'm an authority on it or whatever. Yes, they show us everything before it happens. And that's the thing too. Yes. And warming us up to like these ideas. They start, what's the word? Like, Danica could call it out to me. I have this delay. They start making it like the normal. Like, oh, that's like getting us used to. Yeah. Like, no, aliens. No. So when they finally do come, oh yeah, or they just start normalizing all these things. And yeah, showing it to you before they do it. Or you get really deep into it, you know, part of their game. They have to show you what they're doing while they're doing it to you. You know, they think it's a game. So Project Bluebeam Project, let's look something about that up, because, and you also have to trust your sources. You can't go to ChatGPT about it. They're not going to tell you everything about that. Let's look it up. Anyone else know what Project Bluebeam is? Project Bluebeam. Let's see what comes up. Let's see the first thing that comes up. Here, let's go to StreamYard. Okay, let me add a stage here. Okay, let's see what comes up when we look it up. What is Project Bluebeam? The theory explained. Okay, here's a quick one.
Project Bluebeam is a theory introduced by journalist Serge Monast in the 1990s, which outlines a multi-phase plan allegedly designed to bring about a global authoritarian government. According to the theory, the plan involves the use of advanced holographic technology and psychological manipulation to simulate a worldwide religious or extraterrestrial event. This would be followed by the breakdown of traditional belief systems and the introduction of a unified global faith. The theory claims this would be carried out in 4 stages: engineered archaeological discoveries, a large-scale holographic display in the sky tailored to different religions, like the example here, synthetic telepathic communication, and a staged supernatural event intended to create chaos and compliance. Supporters of the theory argue that the goal is to usher in a centralized global authority. While Project Bluebeam is widely discussed in alternative media, it remains speculative and is not supported by official documentation or verified sources. Of course, a lot of people have different thoughts of Project Bluebeam. The video I did about the big UFO basically barreling to Earth, some people believe that is part of Project Bluebeam, but there's a lot of stuff like this. The holographic thing is probably one of the most discussed. Maybe that technology exists. We've seen how much drone technology has evolved and what they could do with the light shows. So just imagine what governments might have. But this is all, again, speculation, but let me know what you think about Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is a theory introduced by journalists.
We just saw that. Interesting. Let's see. What else was there? Let's see what else we got. Project Bluebeam. Well, these are kind of long, but you guys, I guess, could go and look at them. Truth behind the fake alien invasion theory. Project Bluebeam, is a fake alien invasion coming?
Imagine waking up to a sky painted with glowing ships and heavenly visions, too vivid to dismiss. For some, this recalls Project Bluebeam, a theory where governments, not aliens, orchestrate illusions so real they grip the entire world in awe and confusion. Whispers say satellites ready the stage, testing with mysterious signals and bizarre reports. Is it all mere fantasy, or the quiet rehearsal for tomorrow's headlines? When the skies unfold, will we question or simply believe what we see? Imagine waking up to a sky painted with glowing ships.
So yeah, I mean, and it's crazy. It's not crazy, but with what they can do with AI now, that the technology and stuff. And you've heard, I mean, Dan always says it, that enemies or whoever are like 80 years ahead of you. So whatever they're actually showing us with AI, I mean, could you imagine the people who really know or who created it, or really, really know what's going on, how far they must be to at least let us see this? You know, so I mean, who knows? Who knows? And it's it's not fun when you're always like thinking the worst is gonna happen and stuff. Trust me, like you go down too many rabbit holes and it's like makes life crazy. I don't know. That's why I just kind of like, and everyone always says on their for entertainment purposes only, for this, so they don't get booted off TikTok. So, but why do you get booted off TikTok if you say this is for entertainment? Like, it's just, I don't know. We could really go down some rabbit holes. Aaron says, some believe that aliens are spiritual beings that don't need spacecraft like we do because they can interdimensionally travel. Yeah, that's what it sounded like in the movie. And they were holding, again, I don't want to ruin it, so you'll see it, but they hold these devices and they're able to like teleport and transport and, do all that stuff and make themselves invisible. And like, that's vibrational frequency energy. Like they even say, why some people they say, psychics and things communicate with the dead or the other lives, or you're on a different vibe, or like a radio frequency, tune into a different channel. Like here, there's some people who are more connected to that stuff or maybe could see it. I don't know. And then they also say, people with mental disorders like schizophrenia and they hear voices and stuff. Is that really a mental thing? Is their channel off that they're hearing these other channels and like other things that are going on in the frequency, the vibration? We talk about energy a lot here, different vibes and all that. And, if you vibrate at a really high vibe, then you attract the good energy and all this stuff. It is all energy. Yes. Everything is energy, and they say like, we're in the dense physical world here. And that literally, and not just keep coming back to my book, but I will because I'm promoting it as well. Love Zombies Land. But she comes to this dense, heavy physical earth and they don't want to leave Love Zombies Land. Can you blame them? They're up there like vibrating at the frequency of love. It's all pink. It's like, oh, and they're teleporting and they just are happy. They don't need to eat. They don't need to drink. They don't age. They don't die. They're just energy, and these but they're little aliens, they're zombies. So those themes go, but yeah, but dark Earth is very heavy. I think there's a lot going on here, and people always fighting about politics and religion and I'm right and you're God and my God and left and right. It just makes it very heavy and it's hard to avoid as a human. You don't want to be roped into all of these political debates and this and that and religion and your God and my faith and your faith and well, my religion says this and my God says this. And it's like, oh my, but you can't avoid it, I think, as a human, no matter what, then that's why my little escape with Love Zombies Land, they don't understand all of it. And they just come here and they're like, still, that's what makes it funny too. Because they're like these little zombies just like doing funny things and trying to make humans like stop fighting, stop dividing, just like, let's sing, laugh, like have fun. And it's not easy to do that on Earth. I think that's what most people want. It's our natural state. Like, we want to just have fun and love and stuff. And then, there we go. And you're back in the Matrix and maybe the people who know these hidden technologies and alien things, and they are suppressing energy. How great would it be? Like how much, it's all controlled by money. Keep them down, keep them fighting, keep them easy to control when everyone's fighting. Everyone, divide. Let's see, throw the politics in there, throw the religion. Just make sure everyone just fights. So, and that's what Drago knew that too. And he put out the dark energies. And yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, guys. But that's what Hollis-tics is. We just chew the fat, shoot the shit. Oh! Holy moly. Speaking of that, amnesia. We had amnesia, we forget. If you guys didn't check it out yet, to those 19 eyeballs up there, I know there's some in the chat room, but to those 19 eyeballs, maybe there's people in here or people watching that are not chatting, and that is totally fine. But in case you didn't know, I'm Hollis. This is my new single that was out 2 or 3 weeks ago. No, June 5th, my dad's birthday. Amnesia came out. So I'll play a little, because we're at the top of the hour here, I'll play a little bit of a couple commercials here, and then we'll get back into it. And I'll go back in the chat room, see if anyone has any questions, and we'll keep the combo going for a little bit. What do you think, guys? I don't think I could have any more of that drink. No more. And my water, I have a funny thing with my ice here. It just tastes like crap. I don't know. It's like I just have warm water, but when I put the ice in, it melts. It tastes funky. Gotta get that situated. But anyway, here we go. I'm gonna play a couple clips here, and then we'll get back into it. You're watching Hollis-tics with your host, Hollis Mahady.
The world is made up with illusions of gold, but it's all just a story, a lie that we're told. Amnesia, we're under amnesia. They got us forgotten who we are. It's a spell that we're under, cast from the start. It's time to remember just who you are.
I was gonna play a couple, but first I saw a comment there. One, Chris, thank you. Amnesia playing it loads. I'm gonna play Chris for you and for everybody, but I'm gonna play it again because I know I played it last week on Friday. The new song from Love Zombies. This is Lolly, and you're gonna be amazed by talk about the technology, AI, and what I was able to create. And I freaking love it. And I know Shannon loves it. And I know well, maybe you guys love it. The rest of you guys. I don't know if you saw it, but it's Lolly the Love Zombie. This song is called I Am Everything. Yeah, I Am Everything. And me to we, me is we. So I'm going to play it. And it's so freaking cute. I just love it. I love this song. And then I had Aaron's talking about frequencies. Oh, yeah, we should definitely get into that. And we'll talk about that when I come back. So let me play a little bit. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world, this character that's lived in my heart forever, and she's coming to raise the vibe of Earth. And how could she not? She's so freaking cute. So here we go. This is Lolly, the Love Zombie. Here we go.
Lolly in Love Zombies land, pinks bloom under every hand. She wakes up with a mirror grin, gives her own sweetheart a spin. She says, I am you, you are me. Love is mine and it runs free. She sways where the roses grow, breath in, breath out, nice and slow. Fluffy love taps at her door, tail like a feather on the floor. I am you, you are me. I am everything you see. Everything is me. Everything is me. Lolly, shine so bright, Lolly, pink all night. I am you, are me. I am everything you see. Dino brings his guitar by, strings like sunbeams in the sky. He strums while she sings along, turning quiet into song. Fluffy love curls by her feet, pink hearts dancing down the street. She meditates and hums all day, love zombie magic, yeah, yeah, yeah. She sways where the roses grow, breath in, breath out, nice and slow. Dino plays a gentle line, and the whole land starts to shine. I'm you, you are me. I am everything you see. Everything is me. Everything is me. Lolly, shine so bright, Lolly, pink all night. I am you, you are me. I am everything you see. Mirror, mirror, hear her say, self-love starts in me today. Fluffy love, Dino too. All the love comes right on through. She closes her eyes and sings it back. Whole wide world turns pink just like that. I am you, you are me. I am everything you see. Everything is me. Everything is me. Lolly, shine so bright, Lolly, pink all night. I am you, you are me.
have it. I was oops, got a frog in my throat. I was jamming. I got my shades on. You are me. I am everything you see. Everything is me. Everything is me. Oh, lolly. Shine so bright, lolly. Oh, I love it. I just think it's so cute. And I love that song. It's so good. Yes. Isn't it cute? So there you go, guys. It's available now on my website. The digital download only at the moment, but it will be, as I said earlier, a printed copy is going to be on Amazon in the next few days. So you could order your very own copy and it won't have this line in it because that line is not for resale. This is my proof. Oh, and I am starting the second. I already have so many ideas. I can't wait to start the second part because this is really Love Zombies Land is the backstory and really the adventure at the end of it, they land on Earth. And so the book 2 is really when it starts, it's going to start to get really fun. And they're going to start to, experience some of this heavy Earth density and frequencies that we were talking about. And, the villain, Drago, he's up there. All this is caused by him. He let out all these fumes, these black, dark energy fumes. They're everywhere. They're everywhere on Earth, and she has her special sunglasses. And when she puts them on, she could see where those energies are hiding. And amnesia fumes. Does that sound familiar? Amnesia. He spread all these fumes and all the humans are wondering like what they're all here fighting. And, does that sound a little bit like real life? We're all here fighting, forgetting we're all fighting with each other. Not everybody. We love each other in here. We're not fighting in the chat room, but you get the drift. So yeah, but remember guys, if you're on Buy Me a Coffee, it's up there already. So the PDF is up there and you could download it and read it. And you if you like the song, you go, there's 5 other songs. There's actually 6 songs. And like I made that video, obviously AI helped me with those clips, obviously. I never would have been able to do that myself. We talked about this before, but they do them in 10-second increments. So, I still took me like a lot of time to put that all together and get her lip syncing with the words and all that stuff. But I mean, just the fact that I have that opportunity to do that, which never would have been able to do 10 years ago. That's why it took 10 years. I mean, these weren't available then. So, but it is, like I said, if you get, then you could go to the bonus and there you go. There's the real band that inspired it all. It's on the website, on the bonus page, a little bit. There's my doll. There's the Love Zombies doll. And it also shows the evolution of all the times I'm trying to get to where she is today. And she's the perfect character in my mind. That's what I always saw her as. And all this played a part of the journey because it all started with this from Chris White in the UK. I love that guy. He's amazing. He's an amazing artist and he's hilarious and so good. And it all kind of started there. But, years gone by, it was a decade ago and time change and, and that's what happened. So it's all there. It's all there. It's been a long, long, long process in the works. So I'm going to go back over to the comments. Aw. Thank you. Thank you. Chris said that's so good. It's so cute, right? I love it. I love it. Aw. Yeah. Me too. Every time I watch it, I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to do more. And you should see the freaking, I'm going to work on that one next, maybe the Drago one. I mean, he's a scary character, but they did a song, for that too. And I used AI, like I said, I have a whole Love Zombies album, a band and everything, but it's just kind of, it's a new project inspired by all of that. But, certain themes were just like, I'm like, okay, can you write a song about this? And they pop out. I'm like, oh my God, that one. I love that. And, so I was thinking about singing them as well. Maybe downloading the version. You could download an instrumental and I could sing to it, which would be kind of cool. But I mean, this is a lot easier, but convenience versus real people. Oh, we're not all that discussion. But as I said, this kind of changed my mind about AI, looking at it. Now, again, not like, oh, AI is great or anything. There's still a lot of dangers. And I think that not everything obviously should be. But at the same time, I mean, this was all my idea. I didn't say ChatGPT, can you come up with all this, so the characters and everything. But Jess says that was adorable. Oh, I know, right? Thank you. So cute. I love her. She's so cute. Wait, no, he says, hi, Aaron. Yes. Me too, and I can't wait to do more. So more's to come. Don't worry. Very soon, very soon. And this was the comment I want to say. Aaron said, "So we need to be tuned into the right frequencies." Yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's like we always talk about that. Not maybe you guys don't. We don't. We always talk about that. What I said, where I always talk about that. I guess like frequencies. It's like a radio station, and certain people don't match your frequency, or when you go into a room and you're like, oh, I got a bad vibe from that person. What is that? Energy, is it? I mean, what is it? A vibe, when people say, yeah, bad positive vibes only, man, or bad vibes, bad juju, bad vibes. What is that? Is it literally a feeling? When you see someone and you're like, or you see someone and you gotta forget that is your solar plexus. In your stomach, your gut, and you're like, ugh. Or not that I do this often. You walk down a dark alley and you're like, oh, something bad's gonna happen, or like it's in a movie. But so energy is definitely a real thing, and that you ever notice if you're having a good day, or if you're when you're having a bad day, if you're in a real bad mood, but still bad things keep happening because you're bringing in those vibes and all that. Yeah, yeah. I wish I could keep myself on a good frequency. The bad ones always sweep in. That's the test. Hey, listen, it's Drago. Don't blame yourself. He did this. Check under your shoe, under your hat, if you're wearing one. Check in your socks. Check everywhere. It could be one of his energies that you can't see stuck to you, like an entity stuck on you, a dark entity or something. It's not our fault. I mean, this is a heavy world. I mean, no matter what, I've talked about so many times, you could be in the best mood ever, but it's just a human world. Boom, boom. It's like you're dealing with so many, there's millions of humans. You're dealing with so many different energies. Sometimes you're not in a bad mood. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't even know why I feel like this. And I'm like, I don't really feel upset, but then no, I feel upset. And it's like, maybe it's not your own energy. Like, what is it? Aaron said, I'm looking forward to hearing more too. Yes. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, but energy is a big one. And then I used to live in, like I always say, I used to live in LA and California, and you'll hear, oh, good vibes only. Like, do all these things to higher your vibe. Diet's a big one. Certain things people do, like, oh, tapping. That was one where it's like, I used to work at this holistic place, so it's where I met Dan, and they do these things. But like tapping, like breaking up energy, and like doing these like exercises that to higher your vibe. Other things to higher your vibe, they say, is here. Let's watch a little thing. You guys probably know all this. I don't know. Let's look at like how to raise your vibe fast. I know they'll say like grounding is one of them. Sunlight probably. Laughing's a big one. Mute. That's right. Lolly and Love Zombies, they laugh a lot. Okay, let's see. How to raise your vibration fast. Let's see. Raise your vibe. Super fast trick. Should we look at that one? 3 minutes and 54 seconds. Wait, hold on. Sorry, you should be here too. Okay, let's see what this lady has to say. Raise your vibe. Super fast trick. Okay, let's see what she says. Wait, hold on. Satsati.
With Base 44, a simple sentence becomes your website.
Let's see what this lady says.
Hi, this is Andrea again.
Hi, Andrea.
And today I'm going to share with you a very quick and simple vibration raising technique that you can use really at any time to elevate your vibrational emotional state. So if you find yourself in a position where you're feeling kind of blah, or you're feeling kind of out of it, and you're not really feeling aligned, you're not really feeling charged up and feeling great, this is an excellent trick to use, and I really hope that you enjoy it. All right, so for this very simple vibration raising technique, I'm going to cut right to the chase. How you use it is to simply use the phrase, I really appreciate the feeling of fill in the blank, and go with that statement as many times as you need to until you start to feel good. And it really doesn't take that much time. So let me give you an example of how this works. If I was feeling kind of blah, if I was feeling kind of out of it, and I wanted to play this game, what I would do is I would start out with that phrase, I really appreciate the feeling of, and then I would search for a feeling that I really appreciated that was specific in nature. So I really appreciate the feeling of getting into my bed after a long day. I really appreciate the feeling of soaking in a nice hot bath. I really appreciate the feeling of being surrounded by a warm towel or a warm blanket that just came out of the dryer. I really appreciate the feeling of my son coming up and giving me a hug out of the blue. And so all you're really doing is you're thinking about what are some times that you really just kind of got lost in the bliss of a moment, that they're just these high charged things that they seem to get you every time. Putting yourself into that state and remembering how much you appreciate the feeling of those things. Now, the feeling can be a physical sensation, so like warmth or a massage. It could also be an emotional state, so like getting a hug from somebody, or having the experience of being in a state of laughter with friends. But the trick is to identify in your mind what are some things that when you got lost in them, they really promoted a high vibrational feeling within you. Now, the beauty of this strategy and why it works so well is that if we're not feeling so great, all that means is we're sitting in a situation where we're really noticing and observing something that we aren't really appreciating the feeling of. And our attention to that is keeping us kind of stuck in that situation. So we're focused on something we're not really appreciating, and we're just kind of staying tethered to that. This strategy taps you into your imagination. It allows you to travel really to another time where you were appreciating a feeling, and you can kind of sense it from that state. And it really does work wonders because it takes your focus off of what you're not appreciating and puts you back into alignment with what you do appreciate. Now, to really amplify this strategy, I found that it helps to, in your mind, as you're saying it, try to imagine the feeling. So try to imagine the feeling of getting that hug. Try to imagine a time where you were sitting in that bath, but put yourself back in that mental state. Now, depending on where you are, this strategy may take just a couple of them, or you may have to do a few more of them. But I've really found that really just within a minute or two, this strategy has the ability to shift my vibration significantly. And again, very quickly.
Okay, what do you guys think of that? Let's try it, shall we? Okay. I really appreciate the feeling and love the feeling of love it. Love it. Hot tubs. When you go in and it's like real bubbly, like you're outside at a hotel. Or I mean, some people have them in their house if they're lucky, in their backyard. Maybe some people have a hot tub. Maybe they have them in their house. But more like when you're like outside and you step into the hot tub for the first time. Now, some people might hate hot tubs, so this might not be your thing. Now, insert it with the feeling that you like. I love that feeling. When especially outside, and if maybe not cold, but just maybe a little bit chilly. So or breezy. So as soon as you put your foot in there, for me, it's like ding. I just love it. It just like comes over my body. I'm like, oh, and I love massages too. I definitely love spas. I just saw it. I love you, Aaron. I don't want to be an unintentional agent of Drago. Well, it's not your fault. But he doesn't like just pick one person to seclude. I mean, he's unleashed all these energies. They're everywhere. So you just got to remember that. Just make sure you check your shoes, check your sock drawer as well, and any other garments just in case. But some you don't. They're sneaky. But hot tubs are one of my favorites. And that's what they say, right? If you heard this, I've heard it all the time. How do you manifest money? Oh, how do I think abundant? And they always say, well, it's happening to the feeling that you already have it. So what is that? What is that feeling? If someone just told you right now, oh, there was just $100,000 deposited into your bank account. Oh my God, you'd be like, whoa, I'm going to get new furniture. I'm going to, maybe not furniture is the first thing you think about. I do, because I'm like, oh, we can get new furniture. Like, it's like, oh, Oh yeah. Okay, so that's just like money, right? And that's materialistic, but it's like you get excited. Oh, that opens up the world. I could go on a trip. That trip I've been wanting to go on. I could pay off my debt. It's like you. So the just thinking of it didn't happen, right? It's not in the bank account, obviously, right now. But like you go from like, oh, and then someone tells you there's 100,000 in your bank account, and your body goes like, oh. So I don't know. It's hard to practice that though, right? It's like, oh, but that's what they say when you just imagine you're already whatever you want to be. I want to say I'm a published author selling millions around the world. Just got to live and be it. I haven't sold a copy yet, but I'm a published author. I just sold 1 million copies. How does it feel? Wow, it's exciting. Lolly's getting like, oh my gosh, people know who Lolly is. It's exciting. I don't know. That's it. That's what they say. The feeling, be the feeling before. Again, I'm not saying that I know how to do this at all, or I've manifested billions of dollars or anything, or a big abundance just yet. But that's what they say. Who's they? I don't know. And then some people probably just say it so they get people to read their books and buy their books, and then it works for them because they're selling their things. Aw, thank you, Shannon. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm proud of me too for this. I mean, for this book in particular, because it was a long journey. And like I said, it's out there to help people. I mean, you know what I mean. I was always sad that the band didn't give to a pretty dramatic ending there. Oh. But if you can take good things out from it and keep going, and I said, there was always something behind it. It was so much bigger than the band. I was like, you know what? They're gonna come and they're gonna help save the world. If anything, make people laugh. That's a huge, huge thing. If you could make people laughing, that feeling. It's the best feeling. And when's the last time it happened to anyone? I don't know. Maybe it has. But when you're laughing so hard that you could like cry, it's such a good feeling. It's like, and you're crying tears of laugh, like your laughter, your tears are coming out because you're laughing so hard. I mean, that's a great feeling. I'm trying to think of like the last time I laughed so hard I could cry. I don't know. Like movies, certain movies don't really make me laugh. I'm just trying to think of like the last time. I feel like there was something that happened kind of recently that made me laugh. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. But see, there's a point. You know what I mean? It's like there should be more of those instances. But I have a weird sense of humor. Not a lot of things make me laugh really hard. I have a very dorky sense of humor. But that's a great feeling. What else is a good feeling? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm thinking out loud. So when there's too much silence, I gotta go, oh, I better play something. But I told you Chris is probably not here, but I did have it. I don't know if Chris is here anymore. See, I did have your stuff. I was looking in the wrong area. There's Chris. Must Kill Chris. His album's out, Weird Pastry, on Bandcamp. We support our friends here. Chris is awesome. I don't know if you're still here, Chris, but I didn't delete you. I knew I didn't. And like I said, now Hollis-tics will be it says weeknights at 7. I had to change some stuff here, but now it's going to be weeknights, just Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because then then I could definitely be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then Sunday, I promote Monday. Tuesday, I promote Wednesday. Thursday, I promote Friday. Because before it's just like trying to do it every day. And then I started not doing hardly at all and just putting replays, which I didn't like. So, yeah. And then there's no, maybe we'll have another guest. We'll have another guest come on eventually and stuff. And we'll just kind of play it by ear and just show up and have fun. And let's see what else I got here. And like I said, I have my music that's out now. Covers is out on my website. I redid my website a bit. Amnesia is out. There's our Buy Me a Coffee, the 2 tiers there. A community for people navigating a changing world. I'm creating authentic human connection, a meaningful conversation. See, we're talking about meaningful stuff here. The recreation movement. Music and creative projects, podcasts and storytelling. The recreation movement. I said, recreating some of those things that just because we're in the fast-paced world and they say, oh, we don't do that anymore. You could still do certain things. And I think connecting, talking to people and like I said, maybe sending them a thank you card. That's my little keep saying that, but something like small like that you don't think to do anymore. Just once in a while, be different than being rebellious by being not just busy excuse for everything. Oh, I forgot to call you. I don't get it, whatever. I think the rebellion is actually now just being still maintaining some of that stuff and not making that. Oh, now that's just a status quo. Now it's just like, oh, no one really cares, and it's like, no, pull it back, pull it back. Ocean to ocean. There it is. I've been teasing for quite some time about this. It's just the last bit is we have to get our camera situation. I'll play this real quick. Ready, guys? Here we go. This is coming, I promise. This is getting more into the alien stuff.
Ocean to Ocean is your late night portal into the unknown. Hosted by Hollis and Dan Smeriglio as a tribute to the legendary spirit of late night radio, where curiosity leads and nothing is ever off the table. From sea to shining sea, we explore late night mysteries that keep you questioning everything. Bigfoot lurking in the shadows, secrets hidden beneath Antarctica's ice, UFOs, government cover-ups, and truths long buried, psychics, angel readings, and messages from beyond.
But this isn't just a throwback, it's our twist. Real talk, raw curiosity, a little humor, and a fearless dive into the topics most people won't touch. Some nights will make you think, some nights might give you chills, and some might just change the way you see the world. So tune in, stay curious, and keep your mind open, because from ocean to ocean, the conversation never sleeps. Found exclusively on the Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network.
See, there we go. And that's, gotta get rid of that. There you go. Ocean to Ocean. Coming soon. I promise. Let me get rid of this here. It's still on the screen. Oh no. How do I get rid of that? Oh. There we go. There's Love Zombies Land. And there you go. Little things. Be the change you want to see in the world. But yeah, like certain things like vibes and stuff we were talking about. That's another thing too. It's like they say you want to raise your vibration. Also, the kind of the content you consume. I know, Aaron, we spoke about this a lot of times. Sometimes if too much to listen to all the political stuff, all the thing, it brings you like you're constantly consuming like stuff that's like, and yeah, I think, it's important to know what's going on and all that, but it's like when it's all the time horror movies, like a lot of killing and like, I watch them once in a while. Dan likes them, but I don't really like to watch too much of that stuff. It's just like, that's like low vibration. I always say low vibe, babe, low vibe. No, I like to watch spiritual uplifting things. And yeah, they also say high vibrational foods. The Love Zombies, they eat vegetables and fruit only on special occasions. They don't need food to live. They survive on energy and love and stuff like that. But like if you're eating lots of preservatives and lots of food, that's like dead food or processed food and stuff like that. You are what you eat. You feel more alive when you're eating fresh fruits and vegetables and all that stuff. I saw something very disturbing though. On Instagram, it was like what they were doing to the lettuce. Oh God, should I show this? Well, that's a problem. It's just Dan and I have that debate sometimes too, because I'm always like, you need to eat salads. You need to eat salads. You need to eat vegetables. You need to eat and then he's like, well, they also spray that with so much chemicals and shit. And I'm just like, it's like, you just don't know what you're getting. You have to go and like freaking go to the Amazon jungle and get things to make sure it's not like sprayed with pesticides and chemicals and glyphosate and all this stuff. I don't know. We live in a crazy world. Crop circles, robots and aliens. That was my old album. They could be walking right among us. You could be one too. Human and yes. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can find it. It was on my Instagram. I don't know. Should I show it? I don't want to like don't want to ever eat Ritz crackers either. And Oreos. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I hate Let me see if I can get into my Instagram. I don't. Can you guys see my screen? No. Can you see me? You just see me looking. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try to log into my Instagram because I sent it. I think I sent it to Dan, so it should be in my sent messages. But now it's going. It's going slow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get onto it. Yeah, it's being a pain. It's being a bit of a biatch. Come on, Instagram. You're not working for me, and I'm live, guy. I'm live Instagram. I'm trying to show everybody not to eat Ritz crackers. It's funny because we never buy them, and we bought them the other day because it was like hot honey, which is like the flavor of the month, the week. It's like a big thing. I do like little spice, and I like sweet, so it's like a flavor I like. It's like hot honey Ritz. I was like, ooh, we've never ever tried this or had this. Let's get it. And then I've then like literally only ate like a little stack of them, and I saw this thing on Ritz cracker. It was like they put glue in it and 8,000 ingredients, and what they were doing to the bags of lettuce. That's what I mean. It's like you want to eat high vibe, and then you're trying to like grow your own stuff. Well, I mean, I guess that's the safest, but still, who knows what they put in the soil and all that? I'm not here to be negative. I don't know the answers. Like, where do you grow? Where do you get the soil? This, that. Yeah, it's not. It's being a jerk. Let me see if I can. Let me try it one more time. This Instagram. Let me go somewhere else. I'm going to try Instagram one more time. Excuse me. Close. Let's try this. Use another profile. Okay, hold on. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm on my weird. Well, it's not my computer. It's Dan's computer. It's like the keyboard's so weird. Compared to a Mac, it's like I feel like clunky. My Mac is like ooh 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 ooh. Oh, I'm in. Okay, now it's like not now. Okay, let's see. Okie dokie. Oh my gosh. This photo could only be replayed once. Use the mobile app. Oh, I don't know. Nope. It's being a bitch. Sorry, guys. Okay, I'll get it for next time. Maybe it's better you don't see it, but maybe it's good you do see it. I don't know. I always get those bags of salads, so I'm like, oh, I don't know. To grow my own lettuce, my own spinach, all that stuff. Who knows? Who knows? Well, they also say, and I've read this too, no matter, even if you're eating something like, it's not just about what you eat, it's your intention behind the food and this and saying thanks to the food and just blessing the food before you eat it. So if we're eating, a pile of Oreos, just like send it love. Oh, I'm going to eat these, nourish my body. I don't know. There's a lot of different things with that. So anyway, I'm having a great time, but I think we're going to start wrapping up the show, but I will be back Wednesday. As I said, now it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tomorrow I'll be able to catch up. And I am also, what do you think? I'm thinking about reading some chapters of the book and doing some little videos. So I think I was going to post them on buymeacoffee.com, like a little audio, because I want to do an audio book. And I'm going to do the character Lolly, the love zombie. I know how to do her voice. But I need to do, Dan might do it. I need a character. I need a voice for Dino, the love zombie, and some other characters, but I really want to read out the book too as an audiobook. So what do you think? I might put that up on Buy Me a Coffee and etc. etc. So lots of ideas, lots of things to do. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their night tonight. I'm going to start to wrap it up and enjoys the weather while they can, because it's so nice out. I'm wearing a dress, and it's funny. It has this like these balls on there. It's like a Christmas thing. Hold on. I just think these are funny. They don't really look like they belong on the dress. Aaron, I think I got this in Martin's in Maine. It was like I've never worn it before. It's been in my closet. I picked it out because I like green. And I think it was like less than $10. I was like, oh, I love this. I'm going to get that green dress. I'm going to wear it someday on my podcast, Hollis-tics. I didn't think that at the time, but now here it is. So yeah. So there you go. There you go. We had a great conversation tonight. I had fun. I love that you guys came in, and thank you for being here. And yeah, look forward to Wednesday night for a new episode of Hollis-tics, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll put the replay up. They're all on Spotify as well. All my episodes are there, and most of them are on my website. I don't think I added the last one or two, so I have to do that. But yeah, you could always find me And I wanted to say to everyone out there watching, if you're watching, I see 24 eyeballs up there. So if you're watching this, do me a favor and subscribe. If you put on my notification, if you turn on my bell, ding, ding, it'll tell you when I'm live. Just in case you forgot. It might be 7 a Wednesday. You're not doing anything. You say, oh, ding, ding, ding. Oh, that's that girl Hollis. Yeah, let's see what she has to say. Maybe she's talking about aliens. Maybe she's talking about the salad. Maybe she's talking Ritz crackers, love zombies. Well, all those things. You never know. You never know what we're going to talk about here. So if you are watching, I appreciate it. If you are interested in joining the community for exclusive content and perks, and you want to get a copy of that digital download I've been talking about all episode, the Love Zombies Land, by joining the community right here. I'll put it up here. Just in case you didn't hear me earlier. There's only 2 tiers. So I'm not asking for millions of dollars or anything. It's $2 a month. Or for the $10 a month, you're going to get all these freebies, all these things, all the content that I don't post anywhere else, other podcasts and exclusive stuff. And like I said, other things I'm working on that are going to be up there is kind of my contribution of, oh, why do I have to pay $10? Well, it helps the podcast. It helps me stay on the air. It helps me give me the time to keep doing this and doing more content and doing all this stuff. So like I said, I don't get paid to do this. I don't have advertisers or sponsors or anything. Not yet anyway. We are manifesting all of that. I don't have any of that yet. I do this because I love doing it. And it's just, unfortunately, like everything in life, everything costs money. So if you're feeling generous and you want to be part of a community, you're going to get something back for it. I'm not here just begging for money. I'm saying, hey, be part of it, contribute. I contribute this. You help me out. We help each other out. We get to know each other and we all thrive. So there you go. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up tonight. And I am going to say my final goodbyes. Thank you so much, Shannon, for being here. And Aaron, guys in the chat room. Jim, Tim, Chris was in here earlier. He's probably in bed by now, I would think. Jess, thank you for stopping by. Joe, of course, in the chat room. Timothy was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still there. And Smriglio out there watching. And Dan's out there watching. Anyone else watching who might be a little shy, or maybe they are chatting and I don't see it. If you are, I didn't mean to ignore you. But thank you guys all for watching. Jim, Tim, I think I said that. And Jason. And yeah, you guys are awesome. And take care. Have a good night. For those who I don't know, who I didn't mention, who might be watching, I'm Hollis Mahady. You've been watching Hollis-tics. And always remember, you're never alone. So if you're out there and maybe you're doing something tough, maybe you had a bad day, maybe it sucked. I hope maybe we made it a little bit better today. And if you're doing something, a creative endeavor, especially, and it's hard and you're thinking about giving up, or you're thinking, oh, what's the point? Nobody's going to see it. Okay. This took me freaking 10 years, almost more than 10 years to do this. And it might just look like a kid's book to someone, but this is, things don't happen overnight. So keep going. Never stop. Never quit. Never give up. Whatever's in your heart, get it out there. I know how it feels. I know how it feels to want to quit and to stop. But don't. You're not alone. I'm here. I'm Hollis Mahady, and this is Hollis-tics. All right, everybody. Love you all. Have a great night. And until next time, I take care, and I will see you then. All right. I'm going to play the outro. Here we go. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for watching Hollis-tics, hosted by me, Hollis Mahady. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to share it with someone who might need it too. And if you'd like to support the podcast, you can visit buymeacoffee.com/Hollis Mahady. You can make a one-time donation or become a member for just a few dollars a month to get extra podcasts and exclusive behind-the-scenes content you won't find anywhere else. Or simply scan the code on the screen. Your support truly means the world to me and helps me continue creating independent content for you. If you like the music featured in the show, I license it through Epidemic Sound. You can head over to hollismahady.com, click on the podcast page, and use my link for a free trial. And don't forget to check out VOPUSARadio.com, where I host my music channel and am building a growing community of independent musicians. If you're interested in joining the network, just click Join Network and submit an application. Until next time, remember that you are loved and never alone. From human to human, big hugs. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy the outro video. I love this song.
Lights shining from the window late at night. watching someone else's life go by, wishing it was mine. Dreams, everybody has them at the start. Somewhere along the way they fall apart, and it makes it kind of hard to look up at the lights. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I can finally see what it's all about. Standing in the mirror, when the lights go out, it's you looking back at me. Try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I can finally see what it's all about. Standing in the mirror, when the lights go out, it's you looking back at me. When you wish upon a star just to find out it's a plane, and when you think you've come so far, but you're standing still again, and you finally understand. When the lights go out, everything is clear. When the lights go out, I could finally see. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out, I could finally see what it's all about. Standing in the mirror, when the lights go out, it's you looking back at me. Hope, try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't.